Hey, here we go. Hey, kill. Watch QB jump. Switch. Hey.
On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A very solid gain of 27. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. 80 weapon, 80 weapon. Girl, 15. Kill, kill, kill.
They run. It's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And a decent effort, but they'll mark him down about 3 yards shy of the first.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Come on,
back to it after the pick six. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Let's make these babies cry.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
3rd and long for Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
It's our time. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And an alley to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Check 56.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Let's go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. Oh, nifty juke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are able to cut into that lead. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 22, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 23 yards the pickup there. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let him know, let him know. Hustle. 56, Mike. Hey, let's get in their holes. Mike's 56. Here we go, 47. What we got? 56. 56. Check, 56. Pick it up. 56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 56. Hey, watch the slant.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Key in 21. Here we go. Get off the field. Under. Mike 50. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Mahomes going to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll run it with McCoy. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. LaShawn McCoy unable to get to the marker. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Kill. Check 26, check 26. Go, get out there. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike, kill. 47. Go. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go, 46. 56. Switch. Hey. Here we go. 56. 56 is the mic. Come on, D. We're going to 54. One in. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
54. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
56, the mic, boys. 56.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch out.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, watch it. 47. Henry. 56. Target. Mike's 56. Under. Mike's 56. They can't hang with us. 56. 47. Check 56.
To throw is Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2, it doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if
he's got a man complete? And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my world. Show it. He's great. He's checking great.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Keep it up.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep.